you love sleep more than you love success. And I'm here to tell you today, if you're going to be successful, you've got to be willing to give up sleep. You got to be willing to work off for 3 hours of sleep, 2 hours. If you really want to be successful, some days you will have to stay up 3 days in a row. Because you got to be willing to work off for 3 hours of sleep, 2 hours. If you don't want it badder than you want to party, you don't want it as much as you want to be cool. Most of you don't want success. You don't want it badder than... I don't know how many of y'all got asthma in here today, but if you ever had an asthma attack before, you short of breath, SOB, shortness of breath, you wheezing. The only thing you trying to do is get some air. You don't care about no basketball game. You don't care what's on TV. You don't care about nobody calling you. You don't care about a party. The only thing you care about when you're trying to breathe is to get some fresh air. I'm not eating like I eat at home. That's why you're about to go to the next level. Because if you keep eating like you ate at home, you'll keep being a boy or a girl. It's time to become man, woman.
Hey, hot facts with Robert Reese, man. This your boy Dash Bandicoot tapping in with you, brother. Hey, shit, I'm right here on a break in my dash right now, getting busy, but I figured I'd tap in before I eat some grub real quick. But yo, man, I like your channel, like what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we share some of the same ideas as far as like how to navigate this gig market. So just tapping in, showing love, man. I seen your comment. Finally got a chance to hit you, bro. Whenever you get a chance back, man, just holler, man, for sure, man. Love, bro. Be safe.
Hot spot.
Let's go.
That you said that, man. This is your lane. You made this. This is your baby, and you're gonna see it through. You know, that's great. When Dash Bandicoot told me about you, and I'm like, I've never heard of this man before. But if you're, he was like, he basically told me he would follow you to war if there was a war. I'm like, I gotta check him out. You gotta check him out. You know, and that's how I started watching your channel.
This guy, he brings the energy. He's got the best intro in all of YouTube, mate. He's got other people saying his name, and there's a reason for that. And he can get subscribers from anyone. With his great personality, man. The Hot Facts is exactly that, man.
Hot Facts, KG Sports, and you're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese.
Hot Facts with Robert Reese.
What's up, guys? You're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese. Take care.
This is Isaac Henderson, and you're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese.
What's up, guys? I'm Sean Barubi. This is my boy Vargas, and we love watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese.
You're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Hot Facts with Robert Reese, live Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. through 3 p.m. People, we go 1 hour, but it could go a little further if it gets a little hotter. Now, today, you guys do see in that title, we have actor, model, part-time gig worker, Ediri Jamal. He's going to stop on by. Actually, he's backstage. He just hopped out of backstage. He's trying to figure out on the iOS. He's trying to follow those instructions on the iOS. I saw him backstage. Let me see. Let me check to see. Let me send this to him again. So he's going to be stopping by, and I do believe that today was his only day also because he's going to be leaving out of the country. Okay, so we're gonna go over. Bam, there he is there. I can hear him there. Bam, I can hear him there. Let me go ahead and add him to the screen. Yeah. I see you there. So, did you see your intro there? Did you see your intro there at all?
I can barely hear you. I can hear you a little bit now. What's good? Okay.
I said, did you see the intro a little bit?
No, I did not. I did not see the intro. I'm having a little difficulties over here right now.
All right, no problem, problem. It's up there. I'll go ahead and send that back to you. Okay, he said he's having technical difficulties right now. Let me see. Bam, there you go. I got it.
Get on,
okay.
Connect to Wi-Fi.
Okay, let me go ahead and hit mute right there for him. He's gonna connect to the Wi-Fi.
Got a Wi-Fi connection.
All right, yeah. So he's gonna connect to the Wi-Fi connection. While he's connecting to the Wi-Fi connection, I'll go ahead and.
It's the Wi-Fi here. Okay, can you see me?
Yeah, hold on. Let me. Yeah. I got you. I can see you. Here, let me.
Just break it up a little bit.
I got you. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. You getting ready right now? Yeah, people. I told you this man is busy. He's doing his thing. I want to give you guys a background here. Now we met a few months back. Okay.
You're breaking up some audio. Hold on one second. I think it might be the connection. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
So you can hear me? Okay.
Yes, I can hear you.
All right.
Can you hear me?
You got hotspot. Hold on. I'm trying to get a Wi-Fi.
Oh, all right. Let me put you on mute really quick. And why is it not muting? All right, I guess he put me on mute. All right, so while he's getting set up there, you guys see him he's in the shirt. He's sitting there. He's doing his thing. Now, we actually met a few months ago, and when he gets back on, I'll go ahead and bring this up again. So where I go park in my hotspots when I'm getting ready to do my gig work. He actually sometimes it's his hotspot also. So he doesn't do gigs like us driving food. What he does, he collects the signatures, for voting and signing up for all that stuff. So he's a person where you go up, you gotta do like 3, 4, 5, 6, 8,000 signatures. So he gets you to do the signature. So how I met him, introduced myself, he introduced himself, and then I let him know what I do. He lets me know what he does. So he got me to sign. I forgot which one it was, but I said I'll go ahead and sign those for you if you go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I broke down what the channel is first, so he gets an idea of what it is, and then he was like, "Cool." So then I did like 3 or 4 signatures for him. He subscribed, and then he lets me know everything that he is doing. So he's a motivational speaker. He's an entrepreneur. He is a model, and he's an actor. Okay, so what I figured out myself, but I'll wait until he hops back on here. What I figured out myself was, getting to do those signatures, because it's how many you get done and everything. It's pretty much how you get paid. You're doing your thing, but that's flexible time right there. So like us, we have flexible time on how we can actually do our driving. So that flexible time allows him to do the things that he's working on. The modeling, the acting, the motivational speaking, things like that. But it was very cool. The very first time we met, it was cool. And then what happened was, as my channel started growing, because we started following each other too, his buzz started going too. And actually at the same time, it's kind of weird, as my channel started doing its thing, he started getting more and more gigs right now. He just got done with VidCon at the Anaheim Convention Center, doing stuff like that. He's been getting in more films, and right now, what's up, Grind City Grind is Cornbread, and right now he's getting ready to lead the country. Here he is, right here. Bam, I got him back. Yeah, oh yeah, I see you right there, boy. What's up, man?
Okay. We back. Sounds a lot better.
We back in action now. You looking sharp right there, bro. You looking sharp right there. Where you at?
I appreciate it. I just got a haircut. Got to stay tight.
Yeah, you gotta stay tight. Now, I was just letting them know how we met, and I was letting them know I was going to my hotspot to go do my delivery thing, and you was out there with the signatures, we got to subscribe. I got to subscribe, and I signed them. I signed them.
You breaking up just a little bit. Hold
Oh,
on. One,
I
say,
said,
say what you said again.
I said I signed those signatures for you, and you sent me that subscribe, and that's how we met when we was both out there doing the grind.
I can't quite hear what you're saying. It's like
It's coming in and out.
What?
People, give me a thumbs up if I'm good. People, give me a thumbs up if my connection's good. That's how I'll figure that out really quick. Oh, and then you know what it is. See, he's getting a haircut, and you do know that when you go to places like that where it's got the Wi-Fi, too many people may be on that thing, and that's why I have my own. I have my own little black personal Wi-Fi box. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
You close. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you in action.
It sound better now. I don't know what happened,
Yeah.
but it sounds better. Okay. Okay. What are we talking about?
Okay. I was letting them know how we met, and I was saying I was in my hotspot getting ready to do my delivery thing, and then you was in your hotspot doing the signatures, and we met, and I got to subscribe from you, and then I signed those signatures, and I was letting them know that's how we met right there. We met right there at the parking lot at the gas station, and then yeah, boy. So I was just filling them in on that, and I was also letting them know. I said as when you were doing your thing, my channel start buzzing a little bit, and I'm watching you do your thing, and I'm starting to see you and more stuff, and it just seemed like right now when my thing start doing this, you know, you got the VidCom. I didn't see you on, you know, different sets for film. I didn't see you doing all type of stuff. I already let them know you an entrepreneur, you a model, you an actor, you a motivational speaker, and you a gig worker. Now, my thing is your gig work. What I think about myself, those hours are real flexible, and that allows you to go ahead and focus on this other stuff, right?
Right. You got to make time for it. I mean, you know, you got to figure out how you can, you know, consistently make money, but still chase your dreams. I think a lot of people, you know, they forget about chasing their dreams and just get overwhelmed with just working all the time. And then before you know it, you look up and, you know, you're like, dang, 2 years have passed and I didn't get to accomplish exactly what I wanted to do because I was so focused and so, you know, so worried about money the whole time. It's about really finding that balance.
Right. And that's the best thing about gig work. Now, a lot of you people out there say you want to go ahead and be an entrepreneur, get your own business going. These jobs like this allow you to really get your business down. Now, you got the acting, the modeling. Now, right now, you're about to leave the country, right?
What was that?
Where are you about to head to now? Because right now your schedule is booked. So you're getting done up there. Where are you about to head to?
You broke up. Say it one more time. Say it one more time.
I said, where are you about to head to? You're about to travel, do some traveling. Did I break up?
I can't quite make out what you're saying. But it sounds like you're asking me, well, like how did I transition from one career into another and still chase my dreams? Is that something along what you're asking?
No, but that was a question that I was gonna ask. That was a question. No, my question first was, oh yeah, he's got to get that fixed real quick. He's got to get that fixed real quick because this is about to get good. Now, people, he touched on something. He said you got to make time if you're trying to go ahead to pursue your dreams. He said some people get focused in on just work the whole time, and then they lose sight. You cannot do that at all. Now, the best thing about being a gig worker, people, is you can set your schedule. You can set your schedule around everything that you got to do. Now, you're about to go do some traveling. Now, where are you about to head to?
Say that last part.
I said traveling. Where are you about to head to? You're about to do some work.
Oh man, I can't give too many details right now, but I'm about to head to Europe and I'm about to experience 4 different countries: Greece, Italy, Spain, and what was the last one? France. So 4 different countries: Greece, Italy, Spain, and France. And I can't give too many details, but just know I'm up to something. I'm up to something.
You're up to something, man. Hey, good
I'm
job
up to
there. Look,
something.
up to man, about to get them passports stamped, doing the thing. Now, let the people know. First of all, what made you decide on actually from the motivational speaking, doing this whole ensemble here, because the motivational speaking with the acting and the modeling, what made you want to take that avenue as doing your thing?
Good question. Good question. So I've always knew I had what it took to, to be on TV, to speak light into people, to be the light in terms of really helping people find their true passion and really, ignite that fire with them so they can chase their dreams. But I went on my own personal journey. In 2020, I lost a lot of weight. I wasn't big, but I wasn't my best. I wasn't the healthiest, and I pretty much, during that time, during the pandemic, I made it in my mind that I wanted to come out of the pandemic way better than how I started it. And so I read a lot of books. One of the books that I read was called Destiny, and it was by T.D. Jakes, and he was basically saying, find that one thing that you're good at, find your purpose. But a lot of people don't know that the purpose that you're meant to do in life is something you already naturally do. And I'm like, hey, what do I naturally do? What do I naturally do? And come to find out, my speaking ability is something that I've always been able to affect people with. I've always been able to inspire people with. I've always been able to use it as a gift to gab. I'm naturally a salesman. But in everything you do, you still have to sell yourself. You never stop selling yourself. But the acting came about. Really, I came to California. You met me doing petitions. I was a campaign coordinator. So not only was I working my petitions, I had a whole team working with me as well. So now, I look at it as me being able to empower people. But I came to Cali for that. And I've mainly worked in LA, and a lot of people would see me and like, what you do. And I'm like, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm open to, I want to get into acting. I want to get into production. I love the film, the videography aspect of it. Even like behind the scenes, I've always loved that for years, but I never really like focused and really try to pursue that. But I got offered to be in this young lady's music video as her love interest, and everything has just been ticking from there. And I feel like this is the first time in my life where I haven't had to like beat on the door too many times, pry it open and beg. It just seems like things are happening effortlessly, and it's starting to shape up almost like this is what I'm supposed to do, and not only for to be recognized or chasing after fame or money, but to be a beacon of hope, or being a beacon of inspiration, and where you can be from anywhere. If you have it in you that you want to do something different, who's to tell you can't do that? And so, yeah, my main brand is centered around, you can do anything you put your mind to. I've always been never really a shy person, but I've always been a people person. And I'm still doing the same thing that I was doing when I was working for Verizon. I was a manager at Title Mag. So when I was working for Enterprise, still interacting with people, I'm just doing it on a different level, more on the lane of entertainment. So I hope that answered your question. It's more so God-given on how I've kind of matriculated into these different realms. And I try not to be like, I'm just an actor, or I'm a model or a speaker. Those are some of the bullet points that I do. But in all actuality, I'm a creator. I'm here to inspire, and I feel like I can work all those 3 different things: brand partnerships, modeling, and just really become a conglomerate in my brand in itself. And that consists of movies, that consists of producing movies, that consists of public speaking engagement, that consists of modeling campaign. You see me on a billboard one day. It's a culmination of a lot of different things. So I don't want to like lean towards one particular thing. because I can do so many things. If that makes sense.
Right. No, that makes a lot of sense because you can never, and this is what I tell people, you never want to just single yourself off into a hole and then you decide and you think of something else that you really want to do, but you created this whole, like you created a whole entity on what you are. And now you figure out
Yeah.
that I need to be doing this. And now it's hard to transition out of that because now you have a whole group that likes you like this. You know what I mean? So now you really want to break out because you see what you can do. But that's why when you're thinking about your plans, people, you got to think about strategies going laterally side to side, not going up. But side to side will give you more staples to put in left and right, and you're not going to just be going straight for that point. That's good right there. And you also said during that whole thing, how to manage all of that stuff. He'll go ahead and get that right. How to manage all of that stuff. It's about your brand. It's about this. It's about speaking. It's about public speaking. My man hopped in with all of the sales jobs. One of the main things that he said, people, was you always have to sell yourself. Now, I've been a salesman my whole career. I've been sales director. That's what I do. And what I tell you, people, when I'm going door to door and I'm taking these orders to those people, each person that I'm in front of, I have to give them exactly who I am. That's how I get the extra tips out of the people, because I have to sell myself to them to get past that gate. They are the gatekeeper to the extra cash. So if you understand sales, and you're doing gig work or you're doing work to where you're your own boss, you got to remember it's sales, sales, sale. You cannot sell yourself short. If you're not trying to hit those goals, you're selling yourself short, and you can't do these certain jobs. You cannot do them at all. You really got to embrace the whole spectrum in order to get the whole spectrum. Now, you were just in Anaheim at VidCon. How was that?
Yes, sir. Woo! Ha! All right, so it was eye opening, honestly. I always knew about content creators and the money that they can make, but to see it firsthand and just see how YouTube has cultivated a community of people that may be considered outcasts in society, but online they're like amazing. They're geniuses. They're gamers. I thought it was incredible. I really love connecting with the youth, but there's a lot of young people there from like age 8 to 70. But the young people, a lot of them were gamers. A lot of them are TikTok sensations. A lot of them were they have YouTube pages. They have huge Instagram following. But the ones that I felt like were really really interesting to talk to were the gamers, the ones who spent majority of the pandemic just kind of playing games and talking to the different people all around the world, and they had a chance to finally meet in VidCon over 2 years, and it was almost like a party for all of the So they didn't have VidCon for the last 2 years because of the pandemic, but this was the first year that they had it back, and when I tell you the excitement on those kids' faces, just being able to meet some of the people they've been playing these games with over the last 2 years, having real deep conversations with YouTubers on, how they started. And, one thing I can say is no matter what you do, if you want to be on TV, you want to be on radio, YouTube, Instagram, there are some consistent principles you have to implement if you're going to be successful. And a lot of them really locked in. They locked in and they were highly consistent around their craft. So that means just like you are, right? That's one of the main reasons why I wanted to take this interview with you, because I see your hustle and you're consistent. And a lot of people think that you can get success without being consistent, and it doesn't work like that. You have to be obsessed with what you're trying to do, and over time, it'll work out. Just like Mr. Beast, if you watch it, he has a documentary. You watch his documentary, he talks about how he was pretty much obsessed with making videos and just became who he was. And now he's worth, he made 54 million last year, 97.5 million subscribers, but he started off with very few subscribers. He just was consistent year over year over year. And so really just seeing the different mediums from, like I said, TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, and just really talking to these kids and figuring out what is it that you want to do, why how'd you get inspired. A lot of them have found passions and they want to share it with the world, and YouTube gives you that platform to be able to do that. And I think that's super special. And this past week was amazing, to say the least.
Yeah, man, I've seen some of those. By the way, you guys, head on over, check out his Instagram. He doesn't have a YouTube like that, people, because you hear what he does. So go ahead, check it out. He shows you the photo shoots. He shows you behind the scenes when he's doing things. You can check out all of that stuff. And at the same time, he's dropping gems and jewels with his motivational speaking. And you know, you got to go ahead, check all that stuff out. Now, VidCom, now you said the Twitch. Now, I'm streaming on Twitch right now, and because of the gaming thing, I said, hold up. These gamers are on Twitch, and then once I saw a guy, he's on YouTube, and he talks about jail stuff. His channel's called 23-in-1, and he streams on Twitch, and he said when he got on Twitch, it opened him up to a whole new universe. He said Twitch opened him up to a whole new universe. So that's why I'm on Twitch too. So I'm streaming on Twitch, and my son's a gamer. My son's a gamer. He games and he plays on the PC and links it, and then he has a group that's so good that where they're playing, and then they say, "No, Dad, we're not even good. We're trying to get like that." So you were there with all of those dudes who all of these other people are watching. And like you said, that pandemic thing, keeping them, what it really did was it fine-tuned their craft when they was up in there, that pandemic, and they went buck wild. And then you got a chance to experience all of that. Now let me know about...
You're breaking up a little bit, but I think I've got a gist of what you were just saying, just talking about your son and him playing the games and having, it sounds like you said he has a pretty big audience, but yeah, like, this generation is changing. You know, have to be
wherever he is, they gotta help the brother out right there wherever he is, because this man finna go overseas to Europe. He finna go, where he say, Greece. He said Greece and Spain, and he said all these places. That person who cut his hair, who got that tip, better give him that password. I'm gonna bring him down really quick. No, he's coming back. He's coming back. I'm gonna bring him down really quick so he can hop back up. But people, listen to the stuff that's going on, and you know he's a faithful subscriber. Whenever I tell you guys that my personal goal, I go out to get 5 subscribers every day myself on the street. I do my sales job, and I go out there and sell myself, and I get subscribers. Once you sell yourself like that, and they see what you are doing, they are going to go ahead and support you, and that's just what he's doing there. Now, after we exchanged and he hit the sub. What happened was he absolutely saw how consistent I was throwing up videos consistently, and he just said that. He said, I get on here, and he said, I see your grind. He said, you are consistent. Now, there's a certain thing from consistent, and he said overly consistent. If you are overly consistent, you are going to be consistent, okay? It's just like if you show up on time, you're late. If you show up early, you're on time. So if you are overly putting them out there, and it's not even overly, I just have a system that allows me to just, like the press, boom, 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 boom. I have a system. And when that system is in, you have your own system. It just ticks, and it goes like that. And because of that, he's going to hop back in. I'm going to show you guys something. I'm going to share this too. I'm going to show you guys something. Oh, bam, he's back already. All right, bam.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah. And well, I was just letting them know about what you were saying about that consistent thing. And I was telling them it's the same principle. If you show up, if you show up on time, you're late. If you show up early, you're on time.
You're on time.
if you are overly putting out what you're doing, you are consistent. You know what I mean? You hit consistent when you put over. You know what I mean? So that's that whole thing. And I was letting them know that personally, I go outside the box to where I personally get 5 subscriptions myself on the street. I still do my sales thing like I'm knocking on doors. If I get 5 people a day consistently, I don't got to worry about, you know, how on the algorithm people will hit subscribe and then they'll drop off. Well, if I'm getting 5 people every single day, that does not matter at all. It's just gonna just keep doing that thing right there. Now, I want to ask you this. Now, you're doing the petitions, you're getting those things. When, all right, you did the music video. What were you actually doing when you got that call or that email that said, we got some countries lined up for you? What were you doing and how did you react?
Wait, what was the question? We got some cookies lined up for you?
Oh, no. I said the countries lined up. I said, what were you doing? I said, what were you doing when they gave you the call or the email that said, we have some countries lined up for you to visit? The 4 countries.
Oh, man. I was at VidCon.
Okay.
I was at VidCon, and that week was tough. The last week was tough because we were in the sun most of the time, and but the relationships that were formed were valuable. But I was honestly getting real frustrated, and I didn't hear back from, you know, that thing that I'm up to. I didn't hear back from them with the final word, and I happened to get that text message. It was like around 6 o'clock. It was on Thursday, and man, I was just like, "Whoa, this is pretty big," because you got people that, you know, chase after their dreams or chase after their craft for a long time to have opportunities like this, and I'm here fresh in Cali like in 4 months, and to have something like that is really huge, really huge. I would talk about it, but I just signed a contract with a major network, but I can't really get into the details. But what I would say is it was a feeling of a lot of different emotions, a lot of gratitude, a lot of humility, just confirmation on I'm doing something right, and I feel like I'm in the space that God wants me to be in.
Right. Now, I got that right there. Good. Now, what I really want to know is when you got home, when you closed them doors.
Say that one more time.
I said, when you got home when you got home in your house, you closed the door. What was your reaction when you got to be by yourself? Like, what was your reaction?
I mean, I was tired. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, 15 hours working in the sun, you know, I was physically tired, but I always, you know, even this whole process that led up to Thursday of the final confirmation and me going over to Europe, I always kind of felt like I was that person for it. I always felt that way, and so. I guess when I got the call, it was just like, okay, this is some confirmation. You got something to prove, not only to yourself, but you have, like, you know, you got your old state, Tennessee, you representing. You got Atlanta. I lived in Atlanta for 7 years. I'm representing. I got Lane College, my alma mater, that I'll be representing. My family, both my mom's side and my dad's side. My dad is Nigerian, who I'll be representing. So. This is way bigger than just me. This is also for those, you know, those people I went to high school with, friends in high school back in Brownsville, Tennessee, small town. I think it's like maybe 6,000 to 8,000 people. Maybe it's a small town, but this is for them because, you know, a lot of people don't get an opportunity to do something like this. Especially on a national scale. So I'm really soaking it in and you know, realizing that this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. I better make the most out of it. But at the same time, I want to make everybody that knows me or has worked with me proud and make them be like, hey, I remember him. I used to do so and so with him, or you know, he was a cool guy, or whatever it may be. When you see me, it'll be a positive memory that you share with me at that point in my life.
Right, and you know what? That's funny. You said in 4 months, and I was telling you guys, people, parallel 4 months, people. We have done we have pretty much done the same thing, people, in 4 months. But he's going real worldwide. He's about to go out there and do that thing. That is big ups right there. So a lot of people don't understand now. Some people will look at it like, man, I made it. No, did you hear him say that he's already knew that this is what he's working for? He's not. It's not surprising him because he's already been putting in the work. This is just the next step, the next step, the next step. So what this is, it's tunnel vision, people. Even though you're going to be going to this place and that place, it's all work and tunnel vision. When you go to these places, he's going to be networking there, networking in that place, networking in that place, build that portfolio up to still go. Now, some people they say, I'm about to leave the country, I'm doing this, I'm about to party. Those are the people that don't make it. They get sent back home. Okay, he's about to go out there and do the whole thing. Now, right now, how is your life as far as I'm pretty sure the ladies out there may want to know, are you single? Are you taken?
I am single, but I do date here and there. But I'm single for sure. I'm a single man.
Right. Let me see. The DoorDash Revolution says, "Are you from Brownsville, Tennessee?"
Yeah. I grew up in Brownsville, Tennessee. I went to high school there. I went to Haywood High School. If you were familiar with Brownsville. Then I went to Lane College from 07 to 2011. Graduated from Lane College, and then I moved to Atlanta. But yeah, I'm representing Tennessee. I'll be representing Tennessee when this show airs.
Yeah, yeah. And people like now I'm 6'4", he's about 6'4.5", 6'5". People doing his thing. Now, you know he plays sports. Now, I want people to understand that when you play sports, it's not just that you're playing a sport. What sports does, it puts a certain work ethic in you, so that when you are able to try to pursue something, people, you actually go with tasks and steps and all of that. Now, being that he's going to be on TV and everything, he has to keep himself in shape. Check his videos out. He's up there doing the thing and all of that. Now, let the people know, because you said you lost some weight, you weren't where you wanted to be. Let the people know why that's important to be where you are mentally and everything. Why getting back right is good.
Absolutely. So physical health is important from a physical and a mental standpoint, and a confidence. And I'm going to talk about all three. We're going to talk about the first phase of just what meets the natural human eye. When somebody sees you, they see you as who you are, where you're at currently in your life, whether that's in shape, out of shape, look like you're progressing into get into shape, wherever it may be. Somebody has some kind of opinion about you, and perception is everything. When you see somebody out in public, all you have to see is what you see. You don't know who they are. You don't know if they are a good person. You don't know if they're a bad person, whatever. So appearance is a very keen element in terms of moving in a direction of success and making people want to come and talk to you. In other words, being magnetic, being your best. So looking your best. When you're at a networking event, people are walking up to you trying to figure out who you are, what you do, what you got going on. That's an important aspect in terms of moving in the trajectory of being successful. The second one is mental. A lot of men A lot of men carry stress. We carry stress. We don't always talk about it. We keep it in. This is an outlet of getting that stress out, going to the gym, running, doing push-ups, sit-ups, whatever it may be. But this is an outlet that you can use to become better mentally. When you work out, your body naturally creates endorphins. Endorphins are these positive these positive I don't know the correct terminology, but they create positive feelings, emotions in your brain by simply working out, which can also shift a negative mindset, which can also shift you maybe not having enough confidence. So when you look at the physical aspect, the mental aspect, and then the health aspect. So a lot of people get caught up, oh, I want to get this, I want to drive this, I want to get this money, I want to get $10 million, I want to get $100 million. You can get all that money, but if you ain't got your health, how are you going to enjoy that? So my thing is how do you operate at your best at all times? And that is, again, going back to consistency. If you know you need to work out, you should hold yourself responsible. If you know you're working out to stay healthy, you should hold yourself responsible. If you know you have mental issues or mental health issues, or maybe you're suffering from depression, try to actually get in the gym, try to actually work out, try to actually change, move yourself in a position of being uncomfortable. People don't want to be uncomfortable. You know, people don't want to be uncomfortable, but being uncomfortable is what's going to help you grow. And so when you put all those different elements and you start consistently doing it, that's an energy that you're carrying with you. You start moving into a whole nother realm away from everybody else. And it's the saying is so true. You meet people where you're currently at in life. If you're in a low space, you got low energy, you're operating at a low frequency, you're gonna attract those type of people. If you're moving at a higher frequency, you're working out, you're being the best version of yourself, you're gonna attract individuals that are moving in that same direction. And so it's almost, again, it's congruent with consistency and the law of attraction, if anybody understands how that works.
Yes, yes. And people, that's crazy that you just said that about the law of attraction. Right now, people, there's I don't know where they came from, but there's a string of videos and things going up on the law of attraction. People, if you really just know a little bit, go ahead and look into the law of attraction, people, and you use what you learn from that, people, and use it, apply it. It's part of everything. It's part of everything. So that's real big there. So right now, you're about to get packed on up. Today was pretty much your only free day. Like, I got you on your only free day, but check this out. I told the people
I feel special too.
Yeah, how you said you represent all these, Nigeria, you got your homies, you got your town. I told these people, I said, you guys don't know. I said, this could be the interview before he goes and it's really where he's at. I said, this interview is going to be on his timeline. You know what I mean? So, hey, big ups for that. And I'm glad I'm able to conduct the interview, because look, people, we were just random. Like, we were just random and just happened to just,
hold on.
Get that energy.
Hold on one second.
Go ahead.
Robert, it wasn't by luck or by fluke. It was the universe. And see, it goes back to what I just said. When you're moving in a high frequency and you actually are striving for something, you become magnetic. And so we just so happen to be in the same place at the same time. And I honestly don't think that was by chance, because we're pretty much in the same space. We're building a brand, and we're both consistent around the brand, and we know the potential on where it can go, and that's all determined on how hard we work. And so it was the universe that put us in the same space, because maybe, and it's so crazy. It's so crazy because when I met you, I was like, man, I wonder will he ever ask me to do an interview. If he do, I'm gonna do it. But I could tell when I met you, your energy was, you're passionate about what you're doing. You're passionate about the lives that you're impacting. You're passionate about the change and the impact that you're having. And so that alone, when you're passionate about it, you can't help but win. And it's no point of putting a particular time frame or like, dang, I should be at 1 million subscribers by December. The way YouTube works is it's exponential growth. And I'm using that example because I just got through watching Mr. Beast, and I've been super inspired by Mr. Beast and his take on how he's crafted his career. But he was talking about YouTube is exponential. You can literally have 3,000 subscribers today, and then you wake up, this one interview, who knows? But you wake up tomorrow and you got 20,000 subscribers just off of one video. All it takes is one video to make a change in the direction of your career or your page. Then you do another video, and then you just keep building on that momentum and building on it and building on it. So you know, by the end of the year, you built so much momentum. You go into 2023 January, you hit 1 million subscribers. But then it's June the 27th today, and they're like, dang, I remember this, man. We were having the same conversation in the interview, and then boom, you got 1 million subscribers. It's possible. And the thing is again, consistency and believing in yourself, and stop comparing yourself to other people. Everybody's timing and journey is different.
Man, that's
not you. I wasn't speaking that on you. That's just in general.
No, that right there. And I know you speaking in general. People, that's part of that motivational speaking skill and craft that he has right there. But all of that was hot facts right there. All of that was hot facts. You gotta take all that in. People use all of this stuff. Let me ask you this: if you got a message for anyone that is borderline on them wanting to really do their thing, give me some of that motivational advice you want to give to somebody that's really they own the fence on if they really should do what they want to do. Go ahead and tell them people something.
Yeah, do it. You got to do it, because how I look at it is if it's in your heart, if it's something that you just it's just itching at you, you just want to do it. That's a blessing from God. A lot of people forget that. If it's something deeply rooted within you and you want to accomplish that, you have to do it, and go full forward with it. And my thing is that a lot of people are their own worst critic. So if it's one thing that you want to do, a lot of people are like, dang, I want to do this, but I think it's stupid, or I think nobody will actually support it, or nobody would actually even want to, buy it, or whatever it may be. And one thing I learned this weekend or this week at BitGon is there are niche pockets on what people actually want to see. There are real live ducks that have millions of subscribers. A duck. Millions of subscribers, because there are niche markets that want to see that type of content. And so if people are willing to watch ducks in whatever creative manner they are portrayed in, why do you feel like whatever you have to offer the world, why you feel like nobody else will want to partake in it or indulge in it or buy your product? So my message to anybody that wants to do something is, the baton is in your hand, the fire is in your hand. You should go for whatever it is and just do it. If you fail, who cares? If you fail, regroup, restructure, replan, figure out something else. Or the same thing that you maybe wanted to do, maybe it didn't work. Maybe you can reevaluate what you did wrong, because there's always something that maybe you did wrong, or maybe just the timing wasn't right, or maybe you could have had another opportunity. Maybe you could have partnered with somebody. Don't be afraid to partner with somebody if it's a business. Don't be afraid to partner with somebody if you have a little money and you want to start a restaurant, and you partner with somebody that has actual restaurant experience. And that means that you can stay in business for 3 to 4 years and have a successful restaurant, and y'all split in the profits 50-50. Who cares? You still got a successful business. The same model that you built that business, you can create a whole other business, or get another restaurant, franchise that restaurant. So get out your own way, focus on what you want to do, and chase your dreams. And you don't have to get approval from everybody, and everybody in your family might not see your vision. My dad has shut down plenty of things that I've done entrepreneurial in terms of his opinion on what he thinks gonna work and what might not work. Some stuff you don't have to share with everybody. Just figure out a plan, execute it, and get it done.
Yeah, man.
So that's my
that's
message
it.
to y'all.
Yeah. People, those were words. Take those in. Now I asked I asked everybody this question right here. Now we met and everything, and now you on the show. People, you heard him say, I wonder if he ever go ask me to do an interview. And I actually waited for the right time to where I felt that I don't want to waste his time, because you know what I'm saying, because I'm seeing us both do our thing, and I'm like, you know what, when that buzz is right, it's gonna happen. Now that you are on the Hot Facts interview, what do you think about the whole Hot Facts interview?
I love it. I love what you got going on. I love how the diversity that you exemplify on the platform, and I love the message. And it's there's a million different hustles. There's a million different hustles, and you don't have to get bogged down with thinking you have to find one little niche to hustle. You can have a lot of different things. You can be an Uber driver. You can, as long as you are putting yourself in position to get passive income, so you can have money working for you and you're not working for money, and you can chase your dreams. That's all that matters, and that's what your show embodies. It's a line of hope. It's a guide. It's a blueprint on how you can build wealth incrementally. A lot of people want to have success or be rich overnight, but sometimes you just got to find that hustle, perfect that hustle, turn that hustle to a business, scale that business, keep investing in that business, and you'll see growth. And I think your channel actually exemplifies and talks about the different steps on getting to what everybody wants, and that's financial freedom.
Yes. Good looking on that. Appreciate that. I want to thank you for coming on in, sharing this. The whole Hot Facts community here. It's spread out pretty good now. So I'm liking that. Thank you so much, people. You don't understand, like, this is it's a collaboration. It's like when you get like a producer, and then they get to work with that artist they want to work with, and they both doing shows together, and they always talking and stuff, and like, okay, we finally get a chance to actually do what we both do together. This is what that is right there. So I appreciate that. Now let the people know where they can find you.
Classic example of a partnership.
Yeah, boy. Now let the people know exactly where they can find you at all over. Break it down to them.
So you can find me at Ediri Jamal on Instagram, Ediri Jamal on TikTok. I'm on Facebook as my government name, Ediri Agri. I'm not too active with Facebook, but if you want to connect with me on there, feel free to. I'm always open to having open conversations about any posts, challenges, whatever it may be. Bring it on. I look forward to connecting with anybody new following me. Again, I try to post a lot of motivational content. My whole message is just to show you that anything can be done. And it doesn't matter if you're from a big city to a small town. Anything can be done if you have the drive and the fortitude to accomplish it.
Yes. People, go ahead and check them out, man. Oh, and before you leave, I want to let you know about this. Now, you said, a lot of men don't get a chance to talk and stuff like that. So actually this week, I'll probably be doing it tomorrow or on Wednesday. I'm going to be starting a open group for men to talk. We can, bring up discussions. I'll have certain topics, you know what I mean? So go on, and then I want young dudes, I want older dudes involved. So, the men that don't want to do anything, they watch YouTube. So if it's a bunch of dudes chopping up about stuff that we got to hear, so that starts this week. So whenever you get a chance, when you're doing your thing, you stopping by, whatever, just check that notification bell. You'll see when it's on. Yeah, man. Thanks for coming by, boy.
Sounds good. Hey, thank you for having me on.
Hey, yeah, boy. This your house here, so you know you welcome here
Okay.
always. Yeah, put your feet up. You good?
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate you and many blessings to your movement that you got. I'm gonna call it a movement because it's big. So many blessings to what you got going on with Hot Facts, and let's link again. This is what you guys. This is what a partnership looks like when we both are benefiting by working together. So that's all I gotta say. It was a pleasure, and thank you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. See you later, man. I'm gonna tap in with you in a couple
All right.
days. Yeah, boy.
All right, bet.
Now, people, that was that there, people. I hope you guys love that interview. Now, see, people, when I tell you that I like to build relationships with merchants and the customers, and I like to make my deliveries and everything that I'm doing go as easy as possible. That's what I mean. That's how the merchants let me on the inside of the places and all that other stuff. Now, you heard him say we have a partnership, people. I told you, you're going to watch me close deals, build partnerships. You're going to watch me do all of these things. You know, because these are the things that you really got. You guys are watching my channel grow from the idea that I pulled up way back in September, October. So I told you guys, you guys are gonna visually watch me do the hot facts while I'm doing the gig work and teaching you guys about the gig work. I said I'm going to show you guys the gig work, and I said I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to start hot facts and use the gig work to do my hot facts. And that's exactly what I am doing. Now, a lot of people say, how's he meeting all these people from all over the place? Well, there's a lot of people from my background, people from my background playing sports and all other stuff, underwear modeling and doing all type of stuff, people. I have connections, being sales director, certain places. You meet people, you meet business people. When you start your own thing, those relationships that you have, those are people that come in and support, and then you start to grow like that. So then when you are doing your thing and you are business minded, I sell myself every single time. When you meet people like that and you see what's going on, you plant your seed that's positive. I'm going to end up working with this person and we are going to work. That's how it is. Now, this person's about to be going to Europe. He signed a real good contract. Cannot talk about that stuff with a major network. Now, there's people in the gig economy that say, man, can no one listen to you and all the other stuff? Well, listen to what the guests that are coming on, especially the ones that know me and know my grind, and the ones that I am meeting to bring on here, listen to what they are saying about me. Everyone that's stuck in the gig world, that throw all those shots don't matter, because as you see, like he said, you are so diverse. I'm so diverse, your pocket of throwing shots don't matter. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this, what I was going to show you. And let me see. Let me bring this up. Let me show you guys this really quick. Share the screen. Tab. Okay, let me see. All right, so check this out right here. I'm going to go into my studio here. Now, 2 months ago, people, 2 months ago, and audience, is it audience? Okay, 2 months ago, right here, every single person on all three of these pages were gig workers. When it said the people from your channel watch, and everyone in the gig world, we're trying to do that thing. Well, we don't want to listen to that note, take the orders and all that stuff. So trying to confine someone in that group. And that really was happening, because every single person on there was a gig worker. The highest one was Bentley Coupe, had 112,000, and then it was Nugs, More Finance, Pedro, Gig Lebowski, Kim Side, Right Along with Bree, Megan Richmond, Cannibal, and there was a couple more. Right now, check this out. I am outside of the box, people. I did my job. I said I was going to use the gig economy to break out there. And as you see, the different interviews and all this stuff. Now go check out these channels. These are channels that do interviews, that do shorts. The Lit channel. These people watch the Lit channel. 93,000 subscribers. We got Spicy Food. We got Peach. Mr. Let Go is ridiculous. I'm actually going to try to get an interview with him. He's ridiculous. 131,000 subscribers. Look, 1 million, 52,000, 88,000, 110. So if they are judging you by your peers, and my peers was the gig work, the look at these numbers of the subscribers these people have, and these are the people that watch me watch these people. So in a sense, this is the category that these people put me in. So you can't do nothing or say nothing else against what the people are saying for itself. So that goes for everyone else in the gig world who tries to say in these comments, don't listen to him, don't do any of that stuff. Talk to the people that come and do the interviews. And these are real legit people who are coming and talking some real game. You guys want to know about homeowners insurance, fires insurance? Go ahead and watch the interview with Jonathan Rivers. You want to watch it? You want to know about this and that? There's people that I do interview to specifically highlight things so people can get information from. So you guys can go talk to them and then ask them, why is it that you guys like him? And then like he said, he's watching all my stuff. He's watching the movement, march along or step to the side. He's watching it. I'm telling people to do the right stuff. And that's coming from someone who's also doing something that is successful. So everybody else can stay small in that gig world. I broke out of that. I broke out, which is why other creators are trying to do other things and not just the gig thing. How is it that Nugs, Moore, and Pedro, that's pretty much those top three right there. That's pretty much, you take out Bentley Coupe and your driver Mike and paid to drive, and Dustin is driving. You take those out. Those are all the subscribers, the active subscribers with those right there, those three right there. The reason, and then they give you guys the reason why is because they want to do more than just the DoorDash. Well, when you start to create your channel, you have to think about that first. But now you're going to see who your real loyal subscribers are, the ones that want to see you talk about other stuff. Now, Cannibal and Pedro have the Cannibal and Pedro show, and right now they got like 176 subscribers or something else like that. Pedro got 25,000 subscribers. If Cannibal is on that same show with them, how come they don't have 1,000 subscribers yet from the exact same people who are watching their stuff? How come they did not get 1,000 subscribers in the very first day they put it up? Okay? Because all they want to do is hear you talk about bad stuff, calling people miserable and all that other stuff. The 176 people that went to subscribe, that lets you know the percentage of people who actually want to hear about something else. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much after I just said this, all those people are going to get mad and go and subscribe right now to make those numbers go up. That's what's going to happen. So that's what I'm saying. You guys got to think about doing all this other stuff first before you try to get locked in and go from there. Now, I want to talk about this. I was on Roy's Critter Corner last night, and it was a very good discussion. And Roy brought up a very, 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 very good question. Now, we all know people we have out here pro-choice, and actually, let me invite really quick. Copy this. Let me invite this. I'm going to put this up here. Hop in if you want to reply on this. Now, we do know how, the pro-choice, pro-life debate, discussion, Supreme Court, all of this stuff, they're out there protesting all over the place. Now, we know that there are companies that put a lot of money into these places to have these things done. Now, I agree with Roy when it comes down to this here. They should be putting their efforts into preventative causes, more education, condoms, things like that, instead of doing the surgeries where you can die and all that other stuff. More importantly, I want to spread this out to the Black community out there. You guys got to go out there and do your research. Now, I did an interview with someone outside of a Planned Parenthood, okay, and they were pro-life, and they were just want to give information. And people go and do your research on how that stuff started. Okay, it started because they pretty much wanted to sterilize the Black women. Okay, so go read up on it. I'm not bringing up nothing that's weird. If you guys can open up a history book and read about the Revolutionary War, you guys can read it. You guys can learn about this too. Okay, so they were trying to sterilize the Black women. All right, so that's what it was for population control. When Then it gets out to all this other stuff. Then to where they call the slums, or you can be white trash, you can be in the ghetto. What they would say. All right, let's put it like this. They say white trash is trailer park. They say the hood is the ghetto. You can be in the barrio, which is the ghetto. If you are Jewish, they say you live in the slums. You know what I mean? So all those places right there, they want those things there. But first it was put to do this. So you have to really go do your research, people. Do your research on these things. Now, because of that, there are a lot of corporations and businesses in America, people. I'm not going to go fully in detail, but there's a lot of companies and corporations, people, that support and give a lot of money to these places. And there are a lot of people that do gig work. As a gig worker, you are the transportation, or the person they say, here, go take care of this. You're the person that's going to go ahead and do all this. So Roy made a very great question. Now, he said all the people that are whatever how they feel, if they have to go pick up an order from a certain place that lobbies and absolutely lobbies and give their money there to a place that does destruction in your eyes and in your heart, that you strongly feel bad about, but will you still go drop off that order, or will you not pick up from that place? Now, there were people inside of his chat last night that said, I will not go pick up from those places because of how they feel. Okay? This is where we separate the men from the boys, the women from the girls. There are people that don't go to certain places like Starbucks because of, how they're using the people to pick the stuff and all, the not paying them right. There's people that, as far as human rights, they don't go to certain places. They don't support those. They will not, even if they were paying them to go do a job, they still won't do it because of how they feel. So as a gig worker, being put in a situation over and over again to pick up an order from a random place, will you guys still pick up orders from those places that's doing something that is really strongly immoral to you personally? Will you still pick up those orders, or will you say, well, it's not me doing it, I'm just making the money? But like I just said, there's people that won't even step foot inside of a place because of immoral things. They don't even support them with business, and they most definitely will not allow them to pay them. So this is the question, okay? Now I'm going to do it for the pro-life, pro-choice. If you have to go to CVS or a place or Rite Aid and pick up a Plan B, and it says Plan B, are you going to cancel that order out? Now, let's say that Plan B says, oh, it's an $18 order, but it's Plan B. Are you going to cancel that order out? Now, most people say, I'm not going to take an order because there's no tip on it. That's just money that comes and goes. We just heard Ediri Jamal talk about relationships and building, and I'll go ahead and get that out extra, okay? That's that. That's a tip. That's a tip. I'm not taking an order off of a tip. I'm not taking an order if there's no $2 extra tip on that. Now, this has to do with something that's way more than just $2. So now I want to know where all those people fit on this. Okay? But there are people that will just turn the cheek for the mighty dollar. They will turn the cheek for the mighty dollar. Okay? So this is where that comes in. Now, I'm going to tell you how I feel about certain things. Now, people might be saying, well, what's he feel about pro-choice and pro-life? I'm going to give you my real life personal story here. All right. So before we had our son, Trey, the one that passed away, me and my wife were using the uterine device thing to help you not get pregnant. Well, what happened was it didn't work. And we had a consultation with the doctor, and he gave us everything that is going to happen to if it goes on. Now, this was way in the beginning, like not even, you know what I mean? So they gave us statistics, and then they showed us every single thing that was going to happen. It was pretty much going to be a vegetable. All right. So my wife made the decision then. Okay, I supported her because that's my own wife. She did that, took that pill thing, and it was so emotional. It was so emotional. You know what I mean? It was people when we came out the place. You know, they had her drink that pill thing in there. We came out the place. They were outside with the protesting signs and all that, and I was angry. I was angry. But then again, I feel, you know, when someone is raped or, you know, something like that, to where the device that they said was actually gonna work, and if it doesn't work, all that other stuff, like, there's certain things that there's going to be exceptions for. You know, we've gone through and did that. So because we've gone through and have done that, I'm still pro-life, but there has to be an asterisk attached to it, like something crazy like that. Now, let's just say you're out there partying and you just get pregnant all the time. There's no way in the world I feel you should just be like, it's my choice. Well, I feel like it's not your choice at that point. First of all, you're negligent all the time. So it's really not your choice then, because once something, okay, sperm moves and swims, right? So it's living. It's already a living thing that's coming to you. All right, it's trying to find the host. Once it's implanted and the host is there, like you're the host and the seed is there. Once it's growing, that's a whole different individual right there. So that's like someone saying, well, you know, like you just don't deserve to be here just because. If you are negligent all the time and you are just doing, and like you always take pills, first of all, if you are consistently taking pills and buying them, I think they should just cut your tubes. They just cut your tubes. Just cut your tubes. Because you keep taking this pill. You know what I mean? That's what I feel on that, because there's places, and we talked about last night, that they let the term go all the way damn near into the baby's crawling, and they're saying you can still do that. That doesn't make any sense right there. That's stupid. That's a M. That's a capital M. That's not manslaughter. To me, that's actually, you know what? I'm gonna give it that. I'm gonna call it manslaughter, because that sounds like you're slaughtering a cow, or yeah, I'm gonna call it manslaughter. You get an M. It's a M. It's a M. And you know, if someone, let's do this. Let's say someone got ridiculously drunk at a party one night, and they realized when they woke up, if they went and took that pill, then I right there probably don't, you know, because you don't know if you were going to get pregnant in the first place or not. That's a time when you can use that pill also. But people, that doesn't just say that, hey, I'm just going to just go be unprotected every day, and I got a cabinet full of Plan Bs. I just buy them to have them on deck. No, that's not what that means. And I do think the pro-choice people, there is a percentage people that play in that deck, and those are pro-choice people. Okay, I used an analogy last night. I said it's kind of like the pro-choice people are, you know, like the old people in the neighborhood. You can play outside all you want, but once your ball goes in their yard, the game's over. I put it like that. So, yeah, I'm pro-life to a certain extent if there's those three things. Other than that, you know what I mean? I guess, what is that? I'm in the middle. Does that mean I'm in the middle? Yeah, that's what I feel on that. So that's why that link is up there, because it's a question that people don't talk about. First of all, I wanted to give my background on, you know, what gives me the right to say what I feel. So that's why I have to tell you my personal story with me and my wife first. So just throw that all out there so people can just know this is why I feel a certain way. Okay. And because of that, people, we got to pick up from these places. Okay. We got to pick up from these places where they have the plan Bs. Now, when it comes down to this part, I don't know if someone was raped and they're not calling the police or trying to hide it from their family, and they are calling so that they can get a plan B. Okay? I don't know. That right there would be the fine line with me right there. I don't know. I'm still going to pick it up if it comes just because of that part where I don't know. But at the same time, am I going to think about it the whole time there? Yes. Now, here's where it may change. If I take a plan B and it's eating me up on the inside, I will not take plan B deliveries anymore. If it's eating me up on the inside, like I think this person, and I've dropped off to people, you know, that I can just tell. I can just tell that you just do this all the time. I've dropped off to the same house 3 times, going from this year back to last year. I dropped off to the same house 3 plan Bs, okay? 1 each time, okay, over this year. There are some people that just do that. Now, while this pro-life and pro-choice thing is up in the air, I haven't received one yet. So I'm glad I haven't received one yet. But if I receive one and I start feeling a certain way, you know, I'm not going to take it. And this goes down to other companies like Starbucks and other companies. If I feel a certain way, I'm probably just not going to take those orders. And I do know that Starbucks, they pay very, very well, and Starbucks is very, very rich. But, you know, I'm glad I'm not to that point yet, because no one's ordering a plan B. It's just Starbucks. But just to know that they are doing that, it does make me feel a little weary. I already feel a certain way about Starbucks for their symbolism. I don't know if you guys, I am super deep. I don't know if you guys know about this. The symbolism and all that other stuff, you guys can go read into all that stuff. I don't really shop at Starbucks. My wife's a Starbucker, okay? That's what she does. I'll give you guys another story of mine that I shared last night. Now, I was a professional fundraiser. I raised over millions of dollars for companies, myself getting out there raising money. So we were working on a campaign called Help Me See. You guys can type this up, Help Me See. Help Me See is a Bill and Melinda Gates foundation, okay? What they do is they cure cataract blindness in kids all around the world in third world countries, okay? Where the kids don't even have clean drinking water or anything. So they have fresh water, they have fresh water being piped in and all these other things. They're curing the cataract blindness. Now here's the thing, they are vaccinating children also. Here's where it gets funny here. So after me doing all of my research and doing all this other stuff, it's cool that kids can see, you're pumping them in fresh water, but all of the vaccinations that they are giving the kids, as far as we're giving you water, you'll be able to see, they are injecting these kids with vaccinations, and there's thousands of kids that have passed away. Once I found that out, I'm like, what are they injecting these kids with? Why are these kids passing away? So once I figured that out, I could not raise money for that company. For that particular foundation anymore. I stopped raising money for them because I could not personally figure out they're getting clean water and they can see. Now they're getting these vaccinations, but there's a bunch passing away. Since I don't know exactly how they're passing away, I cannot raise money for it. You know what I mean? That's my personal story there. So I just want people to think about stuff like this. Now check this out. You have people that say they're vegetarian, but then they say, I eat fish every now and then. Well, then you're not vegetarian. You will never see a vegan, a real vegan. No. It is not going to happen. Not going to happen. That's why I want to bring this up, people. If you guys are really glued to the street, you got your ear to the beat, pay attention to these things. There's a lot of people that are going to be delivering things, okay? Delivering things that they feel strongly against. So then I want you guys to really pay attention to that and sound it off there. All right. We're going to get into some news right now. Okay. I have, let me see, 1, 2. Okay. Oh. Trying to get my story back. Okay. Bam. Got it. We're going to get into this news right now. Watch this story here. Let me share the screen.
Where hope finds help. Where courage meets conviction. Where makers make fans. We are 12 News, part of a family of local and national media brands that bring us together, serving the greater good of Arizona. Where national know-how, that's local business. Be
She solved her own homicide. She solved it. She made sure that he was going to go down and that her death wasn't going to go in vain.
Now for the night team, a Valley grandmother that many in Glendale knew as a teacher and a coach, murdered after making a food delivery just 3 minutes from her home. And tonight, the suspect is behind bars, all of it thanks to a picture the grandmother took before she was shot and killed.
The victim's daughter sitting down with Team 12's Adriana Loya, remembering her mother as a strong fighter until the end.
At 60 years old, Pamela Martinez was stronger and healthier than ever.
She loved to work out. She loved health all around. She was a bodybuilder up until about 59. She at least had 40 more years, if not more.
But about a month away from her birthday, she was senselessly murdered.
She did not deserve that at all. No one does.
On June 11th, the retired teacher and coach was on her way home after finishing her last food delivery of the day as an Uber Eats driver, when near 61st Avenue, just north of Bell Road, she was shot and killed by another driver.
There must have been some sort of altercation because they were pulled off to the side of the road. There's a possibility that it was some type of road rage that had occurred, but we just don't know.
A witness telling police he was driving by when he saw a man standing outside of Pamela's car on the driver's side. The man then allegedly walked over to his minivan and drove off. That's when Pamela's car slowly veered off the road onto a wash. Paramedics breaking into her car to get her out and render aid, but she was gone. Before the shooting and after the alleged altercation, police say Pamela rolled down her passenger window and snapped a clear photo of the suspect. That led police to 62-year-old Rusty Raymond French, who now faces second-degree murder charges.
And the photograph that she took was of the van that the witness described and of that man sitting in his van.
In a post-Miranda interview, records say Rusty French admitted to being the man in the picture, but that he blacked out afterwards. During the interview, he allegedly showed no remorse.
She solved her own homicide, and I'm blessed that she did that, because if not, this would be even harder.
Monique Daniels, heartbroken her mother, won't be here to welcome her fourth grandchild to the world.
You know, getting justice is great and all, but it doesn't fix anything. She's not coming back.
The single mother of two, leaving behind a legacy.
No idea the worlds you've changed, the lives you've devastated, and the person you took from everybody. I would like her to be remembered as a strong, independent, motivational, determined woman who did anything and everything she could to make sure she made it.
Adriana Loya, 12 News.
Now you do hear Roy's Critter Corner talk about road rage and stupidities and people just going buck wild for no reason. You hear me talk about that stuff too. You hear the DoorDash revolution talking about safety and all these other things. People, we talk about these things because there's a lot of things that go on that people just need to be aware of. And if you are aware a little bit more, you can help yourself. Now, we don't know the situation there, but they were pulled off to the side of the road. Now, chances are when two people pull off on the side of the road, it's normally pull over then, and then you pull over. People, I'm in my car. I'm not going to pull over. I'm not pulling over. I'm not pulling over for you. People, if there's an argument and it's obviously an argument that, you know, don't pull over. Do not pull over. Now, they say this lady was very nice, so maybe she thought that she can explain. Maybe the person thought that she did something that she didn't do. and she wanted to explain the situation because she's a nice person, yes, that could happen. But at the same time, you got to hold your niceness when you're dealing with someone that's angry on the road. Those are the worst loose cannons you can ever come across. When someone's in road rage, people, it's not like it's building up. It's acute, and it just happens, and it's just boom. So, you know, condolences to her family there. People, you know, be aware, be smart, be safe. We talk about these things all the time, and people like to say, why are they talking about this? It's not about making money. Well, if you're in the situation that they're in now, there's no money to be made. Now we're going to get into this one right here. I'm going to start this one over. And let me share this screen.
Hey, wake up. Open your eyes to something new every day.
A Turlock woman is reeling after she says an Amazon delivery driver pushed past her husband into their home and tried to sexually assault her. She spoke to RJ Kim in a story you'll see only on ABC 10.
Terrifying moments for a Turlock woman after an Amazon delivery driver walked into her home near the 2300 block of Lander Avenue and attempted to attack her. The woman's husband stepped in to help and they were able to push the man out, but it didn't end there. The knock on the door came Friday morning just before noon. The homeowner, who identifies herself as Maria and did not want her face shown on camera, says she wasn't expecting a delivery since she doesn't shop on Amazon, but her husband answered the door.
The employee was trying to sell a box that he had to deliver in Atwater, but he was trying to sell it to my husband. My husband, since he's Mexican, he doesn't speak English. He was all like, hey, deal with this guy because I don't know what he's saying.
When Maria took over, she says her husband walked away. That's when the delivery driver walked into her home and things quickly took a violent turn.
His face like changed. His eyes opened wide and he said, you look good. And then he was trying to attack me. I pushed him because he was trying to touch me. I pushed him, and then my husband came and he struggled with him to push him out the door.
The suspect, identified by Turlock police as 22-year-old Modesto resident Ryan Lee Crisp, then jumped over the fence leading to her backyard and once again entered the home by breaking her daughter's bedroom window.
I was in the bathroom locked with the operator. And then my husband had a friend out here, so he called his friend for help. So the friend came and they restrained him until the cops came.
Crisp was detained by Turlock police and taken to the Stanislaus County Jail, where he was booked on felony charges of attempted rape, burglary, and vandalism. But the trauma still lingers for Maria as she continues to fear for her own safety.
I'm nervous. I shake. It's like bad. I'm trying to tell everyone that I know not to open the door for none of them because you don't know what they're going to do, you know?
Turlock police say Crisp is employed by Soon Express, a third-party company that's partnered with Amazon. In a statement to ABC 10, Amazon said, "We're deeply concerned about what we've learned. This does not reflect the standards we have for delivery drivers." Maria now plans to increase security at her home.
So I told my husband, we got to put cameras. We're going to put the bars on the windows.
And while Turlock police believe this is an isolated incident, detectives are still working to confirm that. They're asking anyone with any information to give them a call.
Boom. Let me tell you this. Remember people when people were telling me, you really think people watch their cameras when you're doing deliveries? Okay, yes, that's why, you idiots. For everyone that told me I was crazy and I'm dumb for saying that you get tips at Leave It Doors because they're watching you on your cameras, that's exactly why you get tips at Leave It Doors, when they see you doing everything right. She said, do not open the door for none of them. Now that's a customer, people, that has been done wrong by a delivery driver so bad. Now that affects people, food delivery and everything. She said, don't open the door for none of them. Now you see Sun Express is a third party is a third party of the company there. We are third parties, people. We have crazy people that don't know customer service, who leave orders, who think they should get paid for all this other stuff, and they are weirdos, and they work for the apps that we are driving for. They work for the apps that we are driving for. Those people like that mess it up for everyone. They mess it up. The hell are you doing trying to go sexually assault somebody? What are you doing that for? What are you doing that for? That does not make any sense whatsoever. So yes, people, and you heard her say out of her own mouth, for anyone that said I'm stupid for no one leaves you tips for their cameras. We're gonna put cameras up all over. And guess what she's gonna do with those cameras? She's gonna watch every single delivery that comes in that's blown up in all your guys' faces that say you can't get tips from Leave It Door. When someone sees you do the right thing, they'll tip you. When someone sees you on camera and you kick over their gnome in the front, you kick over their sign, you walk across their grass, you did something dumb, they're going to take away your tip from what they see on camera, people watch the cameras. Now, for all of you that have ever said that about me, that's a slap yourself with that lady's testimony right there and the new camera that she's going to install on her house. Okay. Now we got this one right here. Let me go and put this one up. This one's still not going up. It's still not loading right, but I'll still bring it up here because I want to know if this person got paid some money. All right. So what happened was a fan sends Winker pizza delivery. Okay. The Mariners outfielder was ejected for sparking a bench-clearing brawl Sunday at the Angels game. I was watching that, people. Okay, we already know about that brawl. He charged the Angels dugout. You know, they all got into a skirmish. But when he was there, he says, "I just ordered pizza for Jesse Winker from Mountain Mike's. Mountain Mike's is good in Anaheim. You deserve it, big guy." So someone went and ordered him some pizza. And this came from a fan getting it delivered over there. Now Mountain Mike's Pizza out here, they deliver. They have like 2 Mountain Mike's cars, but most of their deliveries are absolutely done by Uber Eats, Postmates, and DoorDash. So I wonder if when that pizza got there, I wonder if he sought this person out and gave the fan a reverse tip. I wonder if he gave the fan a reverse tip, or how did that happen? Or if she tipped the driver for taking it to him. But I got some news right here. There is, that in Missouri. Okay, we're gonna talk about this train crash. Okay, let's go ahead and mute this.
Most of them are running anywhere from 50 to like Amtrak could be 90 to 100 miles per hour.
So obviously, always fearful that this could have been you. That.
Oh yeah, oh absolutely, and that's the reason I took the video. We've crossed here on numerous occasions where we've had close calls, and we asked them that if they could just cut the brush back, and we've got no response.
Yeah, because obviously everyone says how in the world does someone get hit by a train, but in this case you're saying
right. It's not. It's it lays on the railroad's shoulders. It's not people driving vehicles. This is a railroad safety issue. Sorry to say, it's a tragedy. It really is. It shouldn't have happened.
I said, and I guess the thoughts and prayers with everyone that ended up over there like this.
Our hearts really go out to the families. I tried to prevent this. I've done everything I knew to do in my power. I've talked to numerous people, and anyway, I'm just really saddened that I wasn't able to do more.
And you said you thought you had the green light. What do you know? What happened? Do you know why it didn't?
I have no idea. They don't want to respond back to us. They won't answer our phone calls. They sometimes would answer our texts, but just tell us that it didn't look like it was going to happen anytime soon. Was the only answer we could get.
Can you tell me when you got out here what you saw? Were there still folks being transported?
I didn't get up here till about 3 o'clock. I'm not even sure what time the accident happened. I think the first call I got was probably around 12:15 when actually one of my good friends who also runs a custom application business they were supposed to spray some beans for me today, and he called me, wanted to know if I'd heard anything about it, and then I started getting numerous calls from local people that knew I farmed down in here and wanted to know where I was at and if what was going on.
Okay. Yeah, I just didn't know if you saw any of the folks, being transported.
No, I didn't. My son-in-law, who farms with me, he did help bring some people out, I think, and help some people.
All right. Well, I think we're good because so is your name Mike Spencer on Facebook?
Yes.
Okay. I might, unless you have that video.
Now check this out. He says he might, unless you have that video. That reporter is trying to get that video, people. He's trying to strike a deal to get that video to put it up. But that older man has that video. If I was that older man, I'm starting to charge money for that video. He's like, I'm not on YouTube, I'm not monetized, but to get this video, you got to give me some of this. He got one right there. But check this out, people. I used to commute on the train to go to work, and the train, people die from trains all the time. And like he said, this one it's the train's fault. They have not done their thing yet. They've had the discussions. There's some, when they're laying these tracks down, people, there are areas where, like, even if you are an engineer, that doesn't make sense. You just have to make it connect so it can go. And whatever happens, there happens. That's just going to be one of those spots where people die. We got to put up extra signage and things like that. They know that. But there's nothing they can do because, they say there's nothing they can do. They can do something. They can find money for everything to fix stuff. But people, be safe. Be safe. Look at the train tracks. Look at the levers. Look at the signs. People, and if you live around an area where the train goes wild, like the gentleman said, this happens all the time, and we tried to warn them, and they don't do anything. If you know that there's an area like that, people, and there's that train track section right there, I'm not gonna go up that road. I'm gonna try to find another way. It's just sad that 50 injured, 2 dead, and the 50 injured, you don't know if those are life-threatening injuries or anything. So, condolences to the lost right there. And we're gonna get into some replies and comments. My favorite part. Replies and comments. Let me see. Bam. So here we go. Replies and comments. I'm going to read these things here. Okay, so this one says, from Kelly Stevens. This is from attention all food delivery drivers. Save your tips, must watch. This one says, glad to see you taking care of the customers. Yes, that's what I do, people. That's why I get those extra tips. Glad to see you taking care of the customers. I hate it when I order something and ask for utensils and napkins and there's none. Really makes me mad and wish I didn't tip as much. Well done. Thank you, people. I'm glad that people, they like, and that's why I put it on videos for all you no tip, no trippers who say my customer service is all this. That's why I like to read actual comments from people, because you always say, well, who? You're talking about the people who are delivery drivers that think like you, who don't understand that there's customers like this. And this customer says, I am mad and wish I didn't tip as much. You pretty much did the reverse on her. You tip baited her. She gave you a tip to get the job done, and you did not do it. You tip baited her. You are evil. You are a tip baiter. You are the miserable human being. You are that person. You tip baited a person who gave you extra. You did not give the service. That's called tip baiting. Tell me it's not called tip baiting. That's called tip baiting. If you think you're going to get the tip and they take it away, isn't that tip baiting? If they put the tip there and you don't give them that service, isn't that tip baiting? Shame on you guys, and I'm glad this person sees. Glad to see you taking care of the customers. 3 exclamation points. Okay, DoorDash, this is your problem. This is from Sydney Ceasy. LOL. If that is isn't ready when I get there, I'm out, especially if I have something better on Uber. DoorDash is the worst app out of all the apps. So he's dirty apping. He already has a better offer on Uber, and he's still taking the DoorDash order, and then he's holding that DoorDash order to then drop it. That's called dirty apping. And that customer, you're shitting on that customer, man. Excuse my French. You are shitting on that customer there. Shame on you. It's not funny either, LOL. Boy George, it's not messing up the game, it's knowing your worth. It's not messing up the game, it's knowing your worth. Well, customer tips and you guys don't do it. So what are you worth? This person says he puts the order in the app and then gets rid of it. What is your worth? As a driver, if the order wasn't ready by the time I got there, I would cancel it. Nobody got time for that. Didi can always find another driver. Quit whining. You, Boy George, you probably look like Boy George. So slap yourself with this comment right here. So what I'm going to say, what if you get there, and sometimes this happens. You get there and you got there before the order is even in. Are you going to cancel the order then because you got there before the order is even in the system? Are you going to quit the order then? If you quit the order then, you are just really a scumbag. If I get there in 5 minutes, I'll give it 5 minutes. Waiting in the store, it says waiting in the store at most. After that, I'm gone. So if he gets there 5 minutes early, he waits 5 minutes. So pretty much you should be waiting 10 minutes. You don't even understand the things you just said yourself. Marvin King, bro, you got to pick your battles. That order was probably $4 and was not worth the wait. Somebody will get it. He says at least he didn't say $2. He said $4. All right. I don't get it. You accepted the order. Now this one says the most ridiculous leave at door I have ever had. And always cherry picking said Pedro's house. People, take a look at this. I'm going to show you this. All right. I'm going to show you this really quick. Let me push mute.
Hey, this is KG Sports, and you're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese.
Oh my goodness. This is a leave at door.
Now, could not walk to the left, couch in the front, and they had wood planks and rocks all on the other side. I said, I'm not going to risk my safety for that customer. Somebody gave me a thumbs down for that. Someone was like, I'm going to walk over all that. That's not my house, people. That's somebody else's house with all that junk in the front. No, not doing that. And always cherry picking said that must be Pedro's house. He said that because he's trying to stop me from leaving it at the door. DoorDash, this is your problem, from Mike J. Is there something up with DoorDash orders? He said, is there something up with DoorDash orders? Any restaurant I go to it always seems like things take longer. Okay, I got to put this together for him. Okay. Is there something up with DoorDash orders? Any restaurant I go to, it always seems like things take longer. Okay. See, abbreviations, people. Someone ahead of me is doing a DoorDash. Oh, he's a customer saying, is there something wrong with DoorDash? Orders, okay. No, everybody has to wait for the order. They have to go and check in. I guess. He said, I refuse DoorDash and focus on my restaurant's ability to draw in customers. Good food speaks for itself. So they say they don't. This dude says he doesn't even use DoorDash for his restaurants because the people do the people wrong. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. Someone's talking about it getting 434. Says my acceptance rate is 34%. Well, that's why you get bad orders. Shit. He says, what? This person says, what happened after I bought you? It says, what? Pick up that order and drive 35 minutes with 30 miles for $2.50. First of all, who does that? 30 miles for $2.50. You guys, why do you guys put up numbers that will not happen? It's you will never see 30 miles for $2.50. If that's what you guys do to over exaggerate the crap that you guys do, like Yost Malone does this every single time he gets on an interview or gets on the panel and someone talks about the orders, how are they doing in your area? He always brings up some numbers that don't make sense. Like he'll say, yeah, $4 for like 15, 16 miles. No one's going to see a $4 order for 16 miles. That does not, no, there's no, if your market is like that, there is no, at least in California, there is nothing like that. There is nothing like that. You will never see $7 or something for 30 miles. You will never see that. The company will never send something like that. People that say stuff like that, now I know Van did put up one the other day, and he put up one, or I don't know if it was old, like an old video, but he has one. At least he put it up there so people can see. People, do like him. Put it up so people can see. Don't make up these weird numbers. Man, they tried to send me, man, the order was $10, but it was 50 miles. Quit saying stupid stuff like that. That does not happen. Quit saying that. Please quit saying that. Someone says, we don't care. Westside Legacy says, he says, we don't care. Hey, you're a bad DoorDasher. That's why you don't care. That's what I'm saying. All the ones who don't care are the bad people, and all the people that do care, all the bad DoorDashers are talking about them inside the messages here, and all the good customers, the drivers aren't saying anything to the good customers that say anything. Yeah, because they know not to mess up that money. But they'll still go out and just do the stuff. Let me see. Said McDonald's is a mess. Someone said she looks like it wasn't what she wanted to eat. Frank C says, has anyone noticed you can just walk out with free food literally? Some people don't even check you. You can just pick up the food and walk away. Yes, that does happen all the time, Frank C. This person says from Sweet LA, I work at a rest stop. All deliveries are the worst. We tired. It says we tried it for less than 6 months. Definitely not worth the time. Wow, they don't even let their restaurants. They don't even let their restaurant do that. Someone said Chris and Dearson said, I mean, you can tell something wrong with her just by looking at her. See, especially when they say you can come down the stairs. Especially when they say you come down the stairs. Yeah, sure. There goes your tip. Yeah. Oh, this person says this is from a customer, Mike Lowry. And then he puts laziness. Mike Lowry says they get there and they're supposed to bring it up to the door and then they tell you to come downstairs. He says, yep, there goes your $10 tip. Yes, people. This comes from a customer. This comes from a customer. Okay. Oh, said, how long have I been driving? I've been driving since 2015. I've been driving since 2015. I have been driving before Prop 22 and all the hourly pay. I have been driving and making the same amount of money, getting my tips after the fact. That's how I work. And I've been using my customer service since 2015, and it has not steered me wrong. Yeah, 2018 was a pretty good time to make some money there too. In 2018, yes, that was a very good time to make some money. Yeah. So you're in the game. Yeah, I've been driving from 2015. So a lot of the things that I tell people, they don't understand that I have a whole lot of deliveries and trial and error and actually performing my own case studies. You know, when you have a real case study, you can you keep track of the stats, your KPM, your KPI, your key performance index. You use that for your case study. I have actually conducted my own case studies. That is the only way you learn if something really works. So I have conducted my own case studies and I know it works. So that's what I talk about. But most people don't want to do the grind like how I do it. And that's why Ediri Jamal, he hopped on and said, your grind, I see what you're doing. It's a movement. Yes, this is what I do. Yes, Postmates. I started off with Postmates first. I started off with Postmates first, and people were like, I don't like how it works, how you get paid. You don't get paid until like the next day. Yeah, you get paid your tip comes 24 hours later. So this is what I would tell people. And then the orders were a minimum of $4 an order, 428s, 450s. So what I used to do, me and my brother used to make sure we get 20 orders in the day done. You get 20 orders in the day, okay? 20 orders with 4. That's $80 by itself, right? Now, out of 20 orders that you are going to get, when you get your tip the next day in 24 hours on Postmates, out of 20 people, at least 70% of those people were going to tip, which turns that $80 all the way up until like 130, 140 for the day. And that's how I did Postmates. Other people didn't understand that that's how it works. They gave the customer a whole day, 24 hours, because they got to be able to figure out if that customer service was right. That's how I started. That's why I have no problem getting tips after. I have no problem with that. And so I switched over to DoorDash. I signed up for DoorDash. I did DoorDash, and I don't like DoorDash. If you push pause on your zone because like let's say you got to run to the house upstairs really quick, they log you out and then you can't go back and work. And then they did me dirty. They owe me $12,000. I got my money from Postmates. The lawyers are still trying to get in. Sorry, I gave up. DoorDash owes me money. I will never work for them. They treat their customers wrong by letting terrible drivers get away with everything. They don't let the customer have any say on hey, I'm going to take this tip away or I want to give them more. They don't give the customer any right to be a customer. They say, do this, and that's it. They make it difficult for them to call. Well, it's not difficult. My wife calls and gets her, she gets her orders comped and all that stuff. Like, she does it really fast. But, you know, you got to call and do all that stuff. You got to send an email. But Uber does that instantly right on the spot. You know what I mean? Like, DoorDash is just like, now if you are in a market and you are on DoorDash and you are doing your thing and you're not a terrible driver, much power to you. Do your thing. You know what I mean? I just can't do DoorDash. I just can't do it. Says saved by grace, staying positive and with a good attitude always. That's what you got to do. If you're not staying positive and with a good attitude, there's a lot of things that are just going to go wrong for you right there. And I'm glad I'm doing something that's positive, always doing something positive. But when it rubs off, and as you guys heard, Ediri Jamal said, you guys are witnessing a partnership. Out of his own mouth, he said, you guys are witnessing a partnership. So as he goes and does his thing, as he blows up people and does his thing, you are witnessing a partnership. He'll be able to come on, do the show, do things like that, be able to ask him questions, all of that stuff. So it's all good. Those were the comments right there. Thanks everyone for coming in. Thank you for the birthday wishes right there. I really do appreciate all that great stuff. Thank you, TFT, DoorDash Revolution. Thank all you guys. I can't do none of this stuff without you guys. I got to get your views, got to get your support, got to do all of that stuff, people. We do have coming up in a couple of days, we're going to have that men's group. Anyone can actually join the men's group. It's just a men's group, but I'm going to put that up, share some thoughts, share some things, do all of that other great stuff. Any topics you guys want to hear, go ahead and let me know. I'll go ahead and talk about those things also. I am not afraid of anything. This is Hot Facts. And I hope you guys are enjoying watching the channel grow and expand onto what I told you what my overall plan was from day one. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later. I'm signing out like Chuck Woolery in 2 and 2. Peace out.